Good evening, man.
Good evening, ma'am.
It's pleasant to have you
Good
back
evening.
here.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm sorry for the inconvenience of technical
Yeah, yeah.
glitch from my side.
It's completely understandable. Okay, so to start, the most important question that's on mind for everyone right now, your latest release, Gajro, with Aditya
Yeah.
Gadvi.
Yes.
We all heard the song, and like we are just madly in love with the song right now, and we can't, even we are keeping the song on loop. So for starters, how did you, like, why did you think of coming up with this particular song? And Aditya Gadvi himself is like a really big artist for
Artist,
Gujarati, especially for folk Gujarati, right? So like we just loved the
We
song,
would
and we
love
would,
to know that how did you come up with it?
yeah, the
And-
backstory rather.
Yeah, ma'am.
So, if you have heard Gajro, there is this folk line which I have used. Sayar mori re chanda ne pachwade suraj ke bhi utshe re lod. So this is a very popular folk song and very close to my heart. I love this melody, and I always wanted to incorporate this line in some form. So I kept thinking this thought has been with me over a year now, and finally there was this one day, I got this idea to use this line as not as a regional folk song but as a love song, as a because it has a beautiful melancholic vibe to it. So I thought, let me just use this line in a romantic song and see how it turns out. And yeah, I mean, I always wanted to collaborate with Aditya Gadvi. It was a dream come true for me, because I love his renditions, his knowledge about the folk culture, folk music of Gujarat. He's well trained and learned person. At a very young age, he has achieved so much already, and
Definitely.
always wanted to bring his use his voice, something other than folk in a romantic song. And I think even he would agree that this is the first time he has sung a romantic song like this. Yeah, it has been amazing and a great journey of creating this song, and finally it's out.
Right, ma'am.
It was great to hear from you, ma'am.
Yes, yes, the whole
Thank
black
you.
story and all. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's this question from Dadichi Oza. Like, even your family background is all musical, right?
Go on.
We're sorry,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem.
So we know Sachin Sigar sir, and you are all famous, like
For
Indian music,
yeah,
and your family's name is like interrelated. Huh, we can say that. So someone is asking, what is the first step to be a music composer?
for a beginner like.
So I think all of us are composers, and all of us are writers. If you have music is something which we start listening to at a very young age. I think हमारे parents गाना शुरू कर देते हैं since the time we are born, and in the form of lori ho या devotional songs ho. So music is always there in everybody, I feel. And to become a composer, I think definitely basic knowledge of music, and honesty about the song that you are going to make. I think that is an important aspect, and of course technical knowledge is most important these days, because softwares and music production plays a very important role in today's time. It has to sound sonically right, then only, even if you have like the best melodies or best lyrics, but if your song is not sonically good. So I think
Yeah.
it's important for any upcoming aspiring music composer to have that knowledge.
Yes.
Definitely, ma'am. So,
Thank you
ma'am,
for your
one
answer.
question that arises is, be it any kind of artist, like be it painter or maybe a sketch artist or a singer or a lyricist or a poet rather.
Yeah.
In initial stages, it becomes very tough for them. Like there are days when they doubt themselves, when they don't get appreciation. There are days when
The
no,
phase
they
where
don't get any responses. There are days when they are even abused. So, what would you pass your message that to keep on going? You know.
To all the budding artists who are right now in their struggling phase and are trying to make it big.
Yes.
But I would say that this phase, even if you are, even if you are popular, and even
Yeah.
if you are constantly working in the industry, still this feeling stays with everyone. And not only in music, I think you go for any field, even when you are working in a corporate office, I think everybody goes into this self doubt, whether I'll be able to do this or no, whether I'll be able to achieve my dreams or no. तो ये सबके साथ होता ही है. It's a very common thing, and it's a very humanly thing to feel these emotions. But you need to find inspirations around you. It's always there. It is always there, right in front of your eyes. But if you keep thinking that अच्छा मुझसे नहीं होगा, या how will I be able to do this? So you need to change your thinking in that direction, that okay, I think I can achieve this, I can do this. The mindset is very important. And another thing which is the most important thing is that whatever field you are in, even if you are an artist or a singer or a writer or an actor, you need to have certain amount of practice, because practice will give you confidence. If you don't know your art well, you cannot perform well. You will always doubt yourself. So practice is something which will give you that confidence and that inspiration and motivation which you need.
Yes, ma'am, truly.
Truly said.
Ma'am, I also wanted to ask a question from the comment section, which is that who is the one musical personality from the past with whom you would have loved to perform with, like from the past?
Perform. I love Anand Bakshi Saab. I think I have been listening to his songs and tried to understand how simply and beautifully he has conveyed, such deeper thoughts. So I don't know if I would have been able to perform with him, but yeah, I would have loved to at least meet him and, understand certain aspects of lyric writing.
Right, ma'am. Okay, so if you don't mind, ma'am, our members and everyone is requesting to have one rapid fire kind of round with you. Like we'll just ask you your
Definitely.
favorite singer. Okay,
One small
so
On for it. Go on. Bring it on.
okay, let's do it. Okay, so one question is
Yeah.
okay, good. So first question and the obvious question: your favorite song?
This is a very tough question, but today, if you ask me, my favorite song, which is there on loop for me, is Kalle Kalle.
Your favorite music composer?
Sachin Jigar.
Uh,
Your favorite singer?
Arijit Singh.
which song would you think that you would have done a better thing if you would have tried it? A song that
Mana ke hum yaar nahi.
you would have tried.
Okay, that's a
Okay,
great one.
great one.
One field which you would have chosen if you didn't come into music industry?
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, if you would have gotten the opportunity to perform currently with any artist, who would it be right now? Any artist in the world?
Arijit Singh.
Okay, so you have even performed Jaise Mera 2 with Arijit Singh, if I'm not wrong. So how was
I
that?
have sung with him, but it was like I had recorded my parts, he recorded his parts. So we just met for 10-15 minutes. That's it.
And ma'am, as a student, I would also love to know that how was your student life?
Oh, I was very smart. I was
Unlike us.
very attentive. I was very focused, very attentive, and even though I started performing on stage at a very early age, so I
Yes.
used to travel a lot even during my school time. So वो absent mark देते हैं ना वो, you know, you have to have certain percentage of
Attendance, yeah.
attendance. So my attendance were always low, but because I was like smart, so I used to be like in top 3 always.
Right, ma'am. I actually forgot to tell you we have a short surprise from our side ready for you
Yeah, ma'am.
at the end of the
Wow,
session.
okay. Sure,
Right.
looking forward.
Okay, ma'am. So continuing the questioning round, what is your favorite classical instrument?
Classical instrument.
Yes, ma'am.
I love harmonium. I even know how to play harmonium. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's great.
and I do my riyaz on harmonium.
Okay, ma'am. One thing you like to do in your leisure time apart from singing, obviously.
Sketching, painting. I mean, art. It's always
So
art.
basically, you are multi-talented. Like singing, you are good at academics.
Yes,
You-
yes, absolutely.
Uh,
That's why you're talking to me today.
right, ma'am.
Ma'am, how did you start your journey as a playback singer?
I have never had such ambition in my life that I want to become a playback singer or I want to become a lyric writer. I enjoyed singing. It was a hobby for me. Then I started performing on stage. I started earning money out of it, so it became my profession. I was a stage show, live show artist, and I met Sachin and Jigar in 2010 when they were looking out for some new writers, and I just sang some scratch versions for them, which were liked by the producers and the directors, and that's how I got my opportunities in Bollywood.
Okay.
And ma'am, a question from me personally, I would like to ask is that which one do you prefer, classical or melody?
Classical or
Melody.
melody?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get the question right. I mean, are you asking me that do I like classical music more or Hindi film
Then
music more?
ma'am, I would like to ask that classical one or the new one, like the current the music genre we
Yeah,
have
rather
right
let's
now.
just keep the question as the classical ones or the pop culture
Yeah,
ones. Yeah,
the recent ones.
So there is,
Would you rather prefer?
honestly speaking, there is no comparison because
Yeah.
classical is classical. It's like it's very technical. It has rules. It has you have to follow certain क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एक बंधारण होता है, उसी के अंदर रह के you have to perform a certain bandish or ragas. But when it comes to Hindi or when it comes to independent pop music, you are free to experiment. There are no rules and regulations. If you don't rhyme 2 words, nobody is going to ask you why these words are not rhyming. You are free to explore. So they both are different, and I love both.
Right, ma'am. So we have heard in many of artists' interviews and stuff that they have some particular favorite time to compose music or sing
Yeah.
music. So do you have any sort of
Any special time?
I used to have, but after my child is born, I don't get such preference. I have to adjust my schedule as per his preferences. So yeah, but yeah, like my husband, he loves to compose at night, mostly after 2 o'clock. So yeah, hota hai aisa.
Right, ma'am. So now we have with us on our team who's like one of the biggest fan of yours, and she's constantly jumping on the room to come and interact with you, ask you questions. So now I'll take your
Sure.
leave. I'll invite
Hi, ma'am. It's an honor because
Hi.
I personally love singing and basically classical singing, and Gujarati songs are really a touch, and to compose it's very nice to hear. So what do you feel that when you sing a Gujarati song, what's your opinion on that? Like, how do you feel to sing on your mother tongue?
Always, like, back of my mind, I have studied in Gujarati medium, honestly. So, the language is so close to my heart, and we speak Gujarati, in our house. So, it's like, whenever you write or you sing something in Gujarati, it's a special feeling. It feels like, you're singing for your mother. Also, whenever I have released a Gujarati song or I have done any kind of work in Gujarati, my mother or my father, they are the first ones to pick up the call and call me and tell me, okay, Priya, bow saras lagyo, bow must share. So that makes me very proud, and I think I'm going to continue making Gujarati music for my parents.
That is really a pleasure,
And
like,
ma'am, it is like for us, even when we hear your songs
yeah.
in Gujarati, it just hits different because the language,
Yeah.
it just makes us feel a very different vibe.
Yeah, it is close to our heart, so it directly touches our heart. So yeah, I was going to ask you, like, you get the appreciation comments, and how does it feel when you just go through that, and like,
All of the
does it
comments that you receive on your
how
song, that great song, ma'am. How do you feel exactly?
and how inspired got inspired that, okay, for them we have to do, like, any event that got, like, no, for them I have
I
to,
have to compose songs.
So,
like,
when I started my YouTube channel 3 years back, it's been 3 years now, and I released my very first song in Gujarati. It was a Mataji bhajan, Garba. Uh, so it just to give you an idea, that video and that audio was like hardly done in, say, 20,000, 25,000 rupees. Then I got a very good response, and I thought, okay, now I need to improve the quality. So I started increasing that, I started working extra, save that money so that, I can make better videos. I can spend more money in the production, spend more money in the creatives to, attract more and more youth of Gujarat. And it's been 3 years, and I think Gajro is something which I released yesterday. And you see the production level, the audio production, the video production, even the creatives and the marketing. There's a lot of efforts and money which I have put in. So I think you just need to, what do you say? You just need to upgrade yourself, because the response is so good that you have to keep your audience happy and give them something new every time.
Definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, I also wanted to ask that what are your views about the changing world of music from like 90s to today's day?
Music has changed because of the the technology that we have now. We are able to do वही काम जो करने के लिए we used to take 10 days. Now we just make a song in 1 hour. We are ready with the track, the lyrics, everything. So the whole process has become very fast, and yeah, and because of the social media, even the the consumption is very good. Yeah.
okay. So, ma'am, the next question is, that what would you prefer more, Gujarati song or Hindi, musically, like,
I don't know actually, both, because ગુજરાત તો ગુજરાતી માંથી ગુજરાત તો બહાર ના નીકળી શકે, એટલે that is always going to be the priority. But Hindi has given me my identity. Bollywood has given me my identity as a playback
Yeah.
singer and a writer. So both of them, I mean, I can't this thing.
yeah, you cannot differentiate. I understand.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask a question. Song. I would like to know a song that you like to listen in your free time to escape from like reality and like to just get into the mood of.
Cutting it short, your special touch song.
Yeah, ma'am.
There are many. Obviously, everybody has many moods. So as per the mood, but one song which the artists actually, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Saab and Wadali brothers, I think they have been my constant on my playlist.
That's great to hear, ma'am. And I also wanted to ask that amongst all your songs, which one was the most challenging for you? Like it was really tough to compose, or it had a really hard story, or something like that.
Singing or lyrics which you find challenging, like, you compose this song, but okay, you find it easy, but something that was challenging, that okay, I have to write this,
That
I
may
have to
be out of your
compose.
genre also.
Yeah, so what was the most
Mm,
challenging song for you?
there was one song which I had written for Ayushmann Khurrana. It's called Hareya Main Dil Hareya. Uh, I think it was, and that song was very difficult for me because there's no Punjabi backdrop in the film, and the producer wanted the Punjabi language in the song, and we kept telling them that there has to be some connection to it. But yeah, so I think that song really, if you listen to the song, it's very simple. The melody is simple, the lyrics are simple, but it took
Yeah.
like many options I had to write to kind of get it right.
Okay. So, ma'am, next and the very basic question for our Gujaratis:
And ma'am, I feel it is the most important question that everyone needs answered.
the identity of Gujaratis. Are you a Garba lover?
I love to sing Garba, but I don't know how to play. Like, I don't know, because I have been doing Garba shows every year, and you are always on the stage singing, entertaining the crowd, but you hardly get to play. So, and I'm very bad at dancing. So, yeah, I love Garba, but yeah, I don't know how to do the steps.
Um,
And
okay.
ma'am, one more question: that who has been your inspiration in musical industry?
Seeing them, you
So,
felt.
as I
Yeah.
said, there's inspiration everywhere,
Yeah.
and
True.
I observe a lot from people to everything. So I think everyone, there is something to learn from each and every artist, and that's what whenever I meet someone or whenever I listen to somebody's work, I always try to learn something from it. So everybody is the inspiration.
So I guess we can say that we all are students who are always trying to learn new stuff.
Of course, and you have to be a student to, be great at your work.
Yeah, ma'am. Truly.
Okay, so ma'am, but basically, at some point, there is a starting at some point.
Yeah.
So at the starting, like, who and what inspired you to be a singer? Like, something might have
Or some
happened,
influence that
some influence that might have happened, and you.
that from that point onward you were just hooked onto music and
Yes,
you were
and
sure that you
a
have to do this.
starting point of a music that
That from that point you knew that you have to do
hi,
this.
you can do this, and you got the influence or inspiration. So what was that point? I would really love
If
to
there is
learn.
any.
So, as I said, I started learning at a very young age. I
Yeah.
used to, when I was 5 years old, I used to, that those nursery rhymes, I used to make my own tune and sing in the class. So, my principal kind of called my parents and said, okay, I think, she has some special talent, and if you need to start giving her training. So
Yeah.
my parents took that advice seriously, and they made me join this Indian classical music classes, and I did my Visharad in Shastriya Sangeet,
Wow.
and that's how it all started. But and if you ask me as a writer when it happened, then I think heartbreaks make
Yeah, it's the inspiration
brings
for.
out the best writers in
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah,
We have a lot
completely.
in our college as well.
Exactly. So it all started in the college with the heartbreaks. I used to have this personal diary. कोई लड़का अच्छा लगा तो कुछ लिख दिया, कोई breakup हो गया तो you write something. So yeah, it all started then.
So, ma'am, going out of topic, but it's the same. My parents took initiative to add me in the classical music as well by taking someone else's advice. So, yeah. So, I want to
Yeah.
know your dream project and with whom.
My dream project nahi, but it's a dream to do something with the great God A.R. Rahman sir, and I am big fan of Rahman sir's music, big fan of Vishal Bhardwaj and Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Being the directors, they are able to make such beautiful music. So yeah, I mean, these are the three people. It's a dream to work with them.
Yeah.
And ma'am, one more question. There are a lot of remix happening right now, and there are a lot of new remix every day they come out. So, ma'am, I believe personally that some are very good, some of them are really great, and some of them I feel that haven't been able to convey the meaning the original song wanted to convey. So, what are your views on it, ma'am?
Remix are the sad part of Bollywood, actually, honestly speaking, because we have so much talent in Bollywood. We have great singers, great composers, amazing lyric writers, but we lack the producers I mean, I think they all want instant khichdi and instant hit,
Yeah,
and
man.
because it's all the views and likes and how many reels and how many TikTok videos. So the music is highly dependent upon all these aspects rather than the melody and the lyrics. So I think remixes are the sad part of Bollywood.
Okay, so
Truly
ma'am,
said, man.
being a writer, every writer creates an aura that okay, if I'll sit here,
Yeah.
then I can write peacefully, or I want to write here. So your dream place to write a song, like suppose I have a dream that I'll sit in front of Alpha Tower and I want to write a song. So what's your opinion on that? Like, what's your
I have
dream?
written most of my songs in auto rickshaw. I don't know. There's something about the auto rickshaw, the wind blowing your hair, and you feel all dreamy and write romantic songs. So auto rickshaw is one place, and honestly, I can now. I'm like I as I said, you practice more
Yeah.
and you get used to this thing. So now I can write anywhere, even if there is a wedding band baja happening near me. I think I can still sit and write. But earlier, most of my songs I've written in auto rickshaw.
That's
So I guess we can say auto rickshaw has played a big part in all the
Yes,
songs.
yes, it has.
writing
Yes,
as a great
definitely.
lyricist. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Auto Rickshaw.
Ma'am, next question is from Dhruvin Singh Rathod. In the life journey, what kind of obstacles that you have faced, and how did you keep pushing yourselves to overcome those obstacles in life?
I think I have been blessed and I have been very lucky. I have got the opportunities. I never had to kind of struggle or wait for the opportunities. And I don't remember, telling anybody, "Arey yaar, kuch ho nahi raha hai, kuch kaam nahi aa raha hai." I don't remember that phase. Um, but the struggle has been to kind of convince the other person because it's a male dominated industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So earlier they never used to believe that a girl can write a male point of view in a song.
Yeah.
So this was a very challenging thing, but I think I was lucky to have Sachin Jigar by my side who always believed in me.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't think so. I have faced any such obstacles in life.
And we pray that no obstacles come your way.
Yeah, ma'am.
Uh,
Yes.
I recently the Gujarati music have boomed like in recent
And
past
like
years.
the Gujarati movies also, they have become quite famous right now.
Urbanization is taking place.
Yeah,
So
like
when are we getting more albums from you like Gajro? Like we are basically looking forward.
Yes, definitely. I'm on it, and music actually, it takes time. It needs to come to you. You as I said, I had this thought with me since a year now, and finally, it took me a whole year to finish this song and release it yesterday. So
Yeah.
it needs to come to you. I don't want to do just for the heck of it कि अच्छा अभी आज एक गाना आ गया तो in a month I need to release one more
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I'm not in that rat race.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to take my time.
Good things
If
take
I
time.
enjoy the song, if I hear the song on loop, I'm sure the audiences will love it. So I want to wait for that moment.
So we audience, matlab we fans are going to wait for your masterpiece to come. That's
Yes,
fine. We
ma'am.
will wait.
We know that good things
Yes,
take time, ma'am.
of
And ma'am,
course.
as you said that most of your songs that you were writing, you were writing like heartbreak was the reason, and a lot of people, I believe, and I have seen a lot of people healing for in them. Healing is music is a big part in healing process. Maybe may it be emotional process or a physical process. Music always plays a big role upon it. And ma'am, what are your views upon it? That how people are using music right now is in a funky way which we are, rather than helping other people to heal, ma'am. What do you think about it?
Uh, I mean, see, everybody has a choice. There are people who love to, dance. So that kind of music is a meditation or a healing for them. It need not necessarily be कि एक peaceful Buddha lounge music चल रहा हो, then only you will find your peace in music.
Yeah, ma'am.
So everybody is different. Everybody, I mean, that's why we have different varieties of music in India.
Yes.
Also, every language has its own folk music. So that's also again a kind of meditation and folk music, be it Bengali songs or Gujarati garbas or Santmani or bhajan, or be it Punjabi folk music. I mean, people need to be connected with their roots. That's the healing.
Okay.
Truly said, ma'am.
Yeah, it's perfect. So, ma'am, we have a question from a viewer, Hatim. So, he had a question that how do you feel during launching of your composed song? Nervous or excited?
Like, ma'am, every person has, if there is a big thing coming, all of us have either two modes, nervousness or excitement.
So,
Which do
what's
you
your
think?
mood and what do you prefer?
For the first time, I felt nervousness yesterday before releasing Gajro. For the very first time. Otherwise, I'm always excited. Why I was nervous? Because we had shot this song, and suddenly the director called up. I was supposed to release the song on Valentine's Day, being it a romantic song. My director called me and said that our hard disk has crashed and they've lost all the data. So then we had to reshoot the entire song. So there was this butterfly in my stomach that अब भी कुछ गलत नहीं होना चाहिए. Like now I just want the song to be out now. So for the very first time, I felt nervous yesterday. Yeah.
Ma'am, it was really great to hear this secret story of from what happened backstage about the Gajro song, ma'am. And ma'am, I wanted to ask that we all are on social media apps and everything right now. And the social media, like as you said, ma'am, that most of the singers right now are making songs for Instagram Reels, TikToks, and all that. So, what do you think? How has social media affected the music? And do you think that social media has affected the kind of music you want to make?
No, I will always make the kind of music which I want to make. It's a personal choice. But at the same time, I'm not only dependent upon my music. I do many more things. So I have a source of income which keeps me कि अच्छा ठीक है अभी पैसे कमाने का तो कोई stress नहीं है like but there are certain artists living in Mumbai, if they don't if they don't make certain type of music, or if they don't do so many shows in a month, or if they don't have, then it is very difficult to pay their house rent also. It's very difficult to survive in Mumbai. So again, social media, this is the trend. We had a TikTok, now we have Reels, now next year we'll have something else. It's going to keep on changing, but your melodies, your song, your lyrics, I mean, that nobody can change. वो तो वैसा ही रहने वाला है. And good music, good lyrics, good melody is always appreciated. It always finds its audience. So that audience is not dependent on कि reel पे कौन सा गाना चल रहा है मैं वही सुनूंगा. ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना.
नहीं.
Okay, so I really want to know that sometimes while writing or singing a song, it may happen that you have go through or relive the bitter memories that you have in past.
Like
So
maybe you were writing a song, and while
Kuch-
writing it, the lyrics while
something
writing the
clicked in your
yeah.
mind in past that was very you don't want to remember it, still by composing that
Yeah,
you
but
got remembered.
it does come back. So like, how do you cope up with it, or does it help you to cope up? Does it help you with composing the music?
Music, I mean, lyric writing especially is all about, as I said, most of the writers are heartbroken. Like, they, सबके दिल टूटे हुए हैं, सब, everybody has experience, because it comes with experience. Writing is not something which के, एक पूरा dictionary पढ़ लिया, you have memorized so many words, now you can rhyme, and it's not technical. It's more of a emotional thing. The
Exactly.
process is so emotional. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have not felt that emotion before, you cannot express it in words. So music
Exactly.
is all about memories and your past experiences. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
ma'am.
change that.
Okay, so now we announced that we have a
Surprise
surprise
for
for you.
you.
So
So,
let's.
like, we would like to bring in the surprise right now.
Sure.
We have two students from our college, and they would like to perform a few lines in front of you right over here.
Oh wow, superb,
So they will try their best to to convey your
amazing.
song.
Yeah.
So we would
So,
like to
handing
invite
over the
them.
stage to Khushali and Palak.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
All good, all good. I can't wait to. Please start.
Yeah,
What have you
we'll try our
prepared?
best. Hope you and the audience will enjoy. મેળેથી કઈ લાવજો મારી હાટુ વાલીડા પણ વેલે રાત મિલાવજો મારા વાલમ વાલીડા તમે વાનનો દરિયો મારા તરસ્યા વાલીડા એ વેલે રાત મે આવજો सुन साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्का दी ज़ाहिया रंग रंग जाऊं रे हारी मैं तुझ पे मैं झर जाऊं हारी हूँ पिया बस तेरी मैं हो झूले तो खरी मैं सुन साथिया माहिया बरसा दे इश्का दे ज़ाहिया Hope you like
Thank
it.
you.
Oh wow, amazing. Very nice, very soulful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, a musical environment has been created.
And
So,
ma'am, we hope that you love the performance, ma'am.
so now it's
Very beautiful.
Thank you,
okay.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's really a great compliment. So, from the deep of our heart, we all will love. Audience who is watching here, we personally would love
And
to hear your voice.
yeah, ma'am. And we would also like if you could sing something for us, something small, ma'am, just a few lines.
Yes, as the musical
Sure.
environment is already created, so we would love that. Ends in a melodious way. So,
So you want me to sing a Gujarati song or a Hindi song?
your choice.
Ma'am, personally, I would say that I prefer Gujarati because, ma'am, it just
We can have a choice that
or if,
you start with Hindi, end with Gujarati.
Yeah,
That
ma'am.
would be a pleasure. A mashup by you.
Sure. So
Yeah.
I will sing. मन ये साहिब जी जाने है सब जी फिर भी बनाए बहाने ओ नैना नवाबी जी देखे है सब जी फिर भी ना समझे इशारे धीरे धीरे नैनों को धीरे धीरे जिया को धीरे धीरे भायो रे साइबो ओ के साइबो मारो जाने गुलाब नो छो खेचे नियो सुगंध ना प्रीतनी रे के साइबा वाला मीठी मीठी तारी बातों जगाड़े आखी रातों के बातों तारा प्रीतनी रे के बातों तारा प्रीतनी रे के बातों तारा प्रीतनी रे Thank you so much.
Oh, ma'am.
ma'am, really great, ma'am.
Really appreciating. It's really honor to hear this because without music, to hear such a melodious
Yeah,
voice
ma'am.
is a great thing, and I personally loved it. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. And looking at the comment
Thank you.
section, everyone in the
You
audience also,
rocked
ma'am.
it,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
But you just blast this.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much, guys, for having me here. It was a wonderful time. Wonderful questions you guys have come up with. I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you for having me.
Ma'am, any glimpse about any
Any
upcoming
like
project?
upcoming projects? You would,
Something
yeah.
Uh,
you would like to announce?
Anything you are working on
It would
right
be
now?
honor for our Inspiro. You know that Priya, like
okay,
she's
you will soon get to hear my voice with I think Darshan Rawal in one of the
oh,
Oh,
Gujarati
that's
film,
amazing.
a Gujarati song with him. So yeah, soon. I don't know the film name or anything. They haven't revealed yet, but yeah, soon.
thank you, ma'am, for your top secret. We will keep it as
Thank
it
you.
is.
And ma'am,
Got it.
we would also like to present to you a token of gratitude from this, our ADIT college and from the CVMU University, ma'am. And we are really and we are really honored that you have come here and you have answered our queries, and have also like graced us with your voice.
Thank you
And
so
thank you
much.
for
Thank you
receiving
once
your
again.
And
event,
we
ma'am.
had a
Thank
wonderful
you.
time chit chatting with you. Never felt that you are such a great personality. You know, like
Yes, ma'am.
such personalities don't talk to you,
And
but you are
ma'am,
down to earth. So it felt really great talking to you.
yeah, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and keep giving love to Gajro. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.